When I think about recovery and my journey with recovery, I often think of the pain and turmoil I was before coming into recovery. You know, Over the years in my addiction, I lived a life of turmoil, a life of pain, and, definitely was not a productive member of society. I, really struggled with connections and making relationships. And all of that has changed in my journey in recovery. I've had so many blessings. And if I think about, what I have good in my life today, I really owe all of it to recovery. I'm so blessed. I've been able to become, a mother, a friend, a sister, a wife. Well, soon, we're getting married in October. But I have so many things in my life today that would never have been possible without. And, I look at my journey, and it's definitely been one of, struggle, not without struggle, but one that I am so, so grateful for. I've had, I went from being somebody who literally had no place to live. I was in and out of jail. And, for the last 17 years, I have really worked at turning my life around. And I have the ability nowadays to help people that come into recovery. And I help them a lot with my own personal experience, because I can really relate to people. I can tell them, you know what, I've been there too. And there has been such a blessing in my life. And again, that goes back to my recovery journey. Never in my wildest dreams, if I came, I've been in recovery now this 17 years. And if I think about it, never would I have imagined I would have in my life what I've had today. Back in June, I graduated with my Master's of Social Work degree. And, I can choke up thinking about it because I never thought I would amount to anything. And to be able to go to post-secondary education, I was the first one in my family to do university, and I'm so proud of that. And again, that is really due to recovery. I have so many really special relationships in my life that, I couldn't keep a friendship before. I couldn't keep relationships. I had strained relationships with all my family. And, with recovery, I've mended most of those relationships and have so many really positive friendships in my life today that really, that true meaning of friendship, you just want the best for each other. It's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. And realistically, I've met them all in recovery. So, I know the feeling of being hopeless, despair, feeling like there's no hope. When I looked in the future, I used to see a black cloud. I don't see that anymore. And from where I came from, and where if anybody's out there and you're struggling, trust me, if you just make that one phone call, recovery can give you so much. You just have to make that first step.